Radiance. August 14, 2014. Beloved ones, let us have discourse on the quality of love known as radiance. This quality emanates as brilliance and brightness that can be seen on a person's face, and their soul radiates this light outward, and the person has a glow about them. Regardless of the person's level of physical beauty, the inner beauty of the soul shines through. There is a sacred energy that flows through, and a person's ethereal light flows from the inner spaces of their soul and shines through their physical body in a subtly discernible way. The divineness that is flowing through them radiates outward as a vivid aura. The brightness of the glow depends upon the person's spiritual level of enlightenment, their level of positivism in how they view their world, their level of happiness, and their inner wisdom. Real and lasting radiance comes from deep within, and mostly shines out to the world through the eyes, the skin, and the smile. Every person is born into this world with an aura of radiant light that defines their inherent innocence, which radiates and shines so strongly that others feel compelled to bask in their radiance. This is why babies are irresistible to everyone around them, as people instinctively want to bring that radiant light close to them so that it will radiate and transfer into and through them. As each person grows and experiences the people, events, and world around them, they begin to lose their innocence, which dims the radiant light of their soul, and it becomes necessary to reconnect and relate to their soul in order to regain and reclaim their original innocence. As each person begins to value the virtues and character that restore their innocence, they learn how to create sacred alignments that support their true self, as well as give their true and pure hearts, their hearts of virtue, all that is good, kind, sweet, brave and sacred, an opportunity to radiate from within them in a light that is bright. To allow this radiance to shine and grow, they must recognize that innocence is their greatest treasure by constantly dwelling on their kinship with God and remembering where they have come from and where they are ultimately returning. They share what they have with others. They strive to earn their living honestly. The more they live by the call of their soul, the less dominant their ego inclination becomes and the brighter their soul light shines. They become radiant and regain liberation for themselves and others. They allow their soul's radiance to come through their personality and align with their higher truth. There is an inner knowingness, a sense of rightness felt. There is a sense of connection to something bigger than themselves. They are receptive and the signal is clear, the attunement to their God source is alive and well. They engage in this with a sense of wonder and magic and relish the fruits of their soul journey. Their soul's riches are manifesting within them because their heart is open to allow those riches to be received into their experience. When they choose to let their soul take them where they long to be, the magic of spirit is ignited in their life. They reconnect to the wonderful experience of following their heart's passion and they allow their soul to take them to where they've longed to be. Their radiant heart and soul is a tremendous compass for their life's experiences. That which proceeds from a pure radiant heart and a good conscience is virtue, pristine white and shining, and it becomes brighter and more beautiful in their auric field which radiates outwardly from them. There is a brightness with which they clothe themselves, when they show mercy and forgiveness towards others with a compassionate acceptance. They do not sway in the goodness, generosity, and benevolence of their true nature, and the power, magnetism, beauty, and brightness of their soul remains constant. They elevate others through their enthusiastic, trusting, and hopeful energetic projection, and easily inspire others to be positive about the future. They radiate a calm and clear perception of the essence of any situation. They access the wisdom of their soul by disengaging from intellectual argument and its associated emotionality through development of their intuition and discerning mind, and have an unwavering commitment to spiritual values. They radiate the qualities of courage, creativity, and nobility, and their presence communicates contentment, containment, constancy, completeness, and clear consciousness. Every person has inner guidance available to them and a choice to listen and live with its support. The inner voice is the voice from the soul. It is one's guide and guardian. When a person allows it and permits it to lead them, when they say yes to it and consciously agree to it and trust it, life is joyful and filled with ease. Happy synchronicities happen more and more frequently. They choose to create love, prosperity, and blessing in their life, and choose to radiate these qualities into the world. Their soul is a radiant light, as it radiates out, like a sun, to warm the hearts and brighten the minds of others. Their soul is a radiant light for others and the whole world. When there are enough radiant soul lights in the world, there is a great acceleration in human, social and spiritual evolution, due to the enlightening effect of all of these consciously radiating soul lights. Each soul radiantly shares with all other souls what it has accumulated on its spiritual journey. Each individual takes responsibility for exercising their own power wisely. They know the shape of their own unique genius. They embody their soul's gifts. They bring the healing balm of love and grace of their radiance into each encounter, through the creative power of their presence, their choices, and actions. The radiant soul is persistently in gratitude for every blessing that graces their life, and makes a daily habit of listing all that they are grateful for in a daily journal. This brings greater radiance to their energy field and brings to them more of all that they affirm gratitude for each day. They strive each day to open themselves up to receive true abundance from life itself. They visualize this abundance as a bright incandescent light descending down upon them, and hold this light throughout the day to work in and through their entire being. They see themselves radiating light like a golden sun and feel it transforming every facet of their life. They open their hearts in gratitude for the infinite grace they have received and intuitively feel that everything has already been accomplished on their behalf. They make a choice as to how they want to experience their life, and see life as infinitely kind and abundant. They choose to live in a joyful, peaceful world full of abundance and beauty, and their brilliant radiance expands as they become more and more free and fulfilled. Peace, joy, and abundance are with them every step of the way, and they know that they have found heaven within while still living physically on earth. As I take my leave, I empower the fullness of your true radiance to shine brightly each day. I am Archangel Gabriel. Channeled by Marlene Switless-Sultana, Keeper of the Symphonies of Grace. www.therainbowscribe.com www.movingintoluminosity.com